Good morning. It's 2:50 in the morning here, and I am at a bus stop in West London because I'm on my way to Heathrow Airport because it's a Disney travel day. I'm going back to California to visit Disneyland again for my birthday, so that I can see Galaxy's Edge and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I put all this together in like the past few months, so very unlike the last time I went to California where I was planning it for over a year. But everything's in. I'm booked for Savage's Workshop to make a lightsaber, Oga's Cantina. I've got a Phantasmic Danny package on my birthday, so lots to do. I'm going to Universal Studios on Friday as well. It's currently Wednesday? Yes. See, I've barely slept. Well, I did sleep, but very off pattern because my flight is at 6:40, so I'm going to be at the airport at 3:40. So timings are also up. I think I arrive in United States towards the end of the day UK time, so it's all very wild. It's going to be a long day, but totally worth it. So I'm going to bring you along and show you the sights and signs. Right now I've got about 13 minutes to wait for a bus, but better be here a little bit earlier. I thought that's something so important, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, I'm on a travelator, so that means we're at the airport. Not a very long bus ride. On we go. We're here now. Gotta go print my boarding pass. For some reason the mobile boarding pass wasn't available. I don't know if it's a cheap ticket or because I'm from the US, I don't know what it is, but hopefully just go to the machine, print the ticket, boarding pass.
Caution, you are approaching the Aston conveyor.
You know what? She said caution, you are approaching the end of the conveyor, but frankly, that nearly startled me into falling off the end of the conveyor. Anyway, gotta get my boarding pass. Well, I checked in and got my boarding pass, but I'd already checked in, but I got my boarding pass. Security isn't open yet. So even though Heathrow tells you to get here 3 hours early, you just can't get in 3 hours early. Good job, Heathrow. Good job. Alright. Security didn't take that long to open in the end. Just after 4. It's not about 4:23. So wasn't that bad. 20 to 35 minutes, somewhere in there. I wasn't keeping total track, but yeah, it's alright. Cleared through relatively quickly. Just had to get through the bit where I was just standing around in groundside, which is weird, but I'm skyside now. I've been to Pret because it'll be a while before I get to Copenhagen. Can't get many more. So I'm gonna head straight to my gate because I would be surprised if there's another plane taking off from our gate before us. Flight leaves at 6:40, or at least flights at 6. It'd be shocking. But Flighty has told me what the gate is, even though it's not a thing. So I'm gonna head in that direction and sit there and eat my breakfast. Here we are at the gate. That's our bird. A320neo LCIV SAS. And there is nobody else here. So once again, Flighty playing off a savvy traveller. I say that like I've used it before, which is not true. So for breakfast we have this breakfast roll, which is bacon, sausage, and chives omelette, I believe. Double check if there's anything else in there. And got my Coca-Cola for my caffeine fix. So I'm going to chow down and then watch the apron. Exciting news. Well, to me, maybe not to you. I opened the SAS app and my boarding pass was available as a mobile boarding pass now. I guess maybe you just had to print it first and then it became available. Again, I think it's probably because I'm going to the US and you had to accept the traveling to US terms that the US government makes them make you agree to, like contact information and things like that. So editing poll here. I think it's actually because you're supposed to get like a stamp or a little written thing saying USA OK. So it is to do with going to the USA, but it's just they need to note that you've agreed to everything on the ticket itself. So it's related to the terms thing, but it's something you do later. Probably something to do with that. But my boarding passes are now in my Apple Wallet, which means I don't have to carry around horrible flimsy paper. I hate these things. They're all weak and wafty and they get crumpled. It's horrible. But I don't worry about it anymore. My boarding pass is on my phone, so all good. I'm still just sitting here drinking my Coke because I need caffeine because of the long day and the short, protracted, inconsistent sleep. But yeah, I did check the weather and sunrise is like half an hour after a plane is due to take off, so I don't know how much more of this view I'll ever be able to see. I mean, I can see okay, but you can't really see anything if I turn the camera. The phone didn't see anything in the video either. Well, a little bit, but we're ever close. Yeah, that's good. Flight seems to think departures to Copenhagen might be 30 minutes late though. It didn't say why, so I'm going to look into that a bit. But I mean, I have a 3-hour connection, so I'm not that worried. I'm just going to be sat around in Copenhagen Airport for 3 hours, even if the plane gets there on time. So don't know what that's about, but just for all the difference it's going to make, I'll just be sat around in a different airport. I was really glad I got lucky and saw this happening. I don't think I've ever seen the jet bridge going out of the plane before, so it was a cool thing to catch. Glad I saw this. Boarding actually was fairly speedy in the end, and a cool thing I found that I didn't know before is whilst the boarding process is ongoing, the little live activity from the SAS app actually shows you the percentage of boarding progress, so you can keep up to date on how many people are on the plane so far and get an idea of if it's going slowly or fast. So that's cool. It's a neat little thing to have. Focus! That's more like it. So I think the taxiing actually wound up being where any of the time was lost on this flight. I think it just took a little while getting there, and then once we got to this point, we had to wait for several planes to go ahead of us. You'll see a bunch of them just coming down there and just going on and coming down there and going on and coming down there and going on as we sit here. There's some cool things to see though. You know, some of those planes were quite interesting. There's, you know, interesting airlines and different aircraft that I got to see out the window. So this Turkish Airlines flight sat next to us for quite a while, but it still goes ahead of us. So there it goes. And then we get an LOT comes through, and then you think, oh, are we gonna get? No, here's another British Airways plane, and that goes. Then we move forward, and is it our turn? Yes, it finally was, and off we go for takeoff. So this particular flight wasn't very busy. I'll show you a little look around my seat, and then some of the rest of the plane. But I did have this little row of 3 to myself. So your tray table with your USB port there, as you saw, I had my camera in charging, so shoot this with the phone. In your back, you get, of course, your menu. Nothing much inclusive on these sort of short haul flights. But if you do want, you know, some snacks or soft drinks or coffees and things like that, you can always order some of that from the menu there. But yeah, I didn't really bother with that personally. But yeah, that's what the options were if you wanted them. And of course, you've got your bag and your safety card. And for entertainment, it's mainly the view out the window, because this is a short haul flight. So no IFE here, but view of Europe down below. And so after some time admiring the views at the window of Europe and the coast, listening to some music on my phone, we start our descent down towards Copenhagen to end the first leg of the trip. And just as a reminder, if any of you aren't super into these views of the takeoffs and landings and things like that, remember I always chapter my videos, so if you want to skip over because it's not really your bag or whatever, feel free to do that. That's what the chapters are there for, but want to keep them in for the people that enjoy them, so leaving them in there for that. Copenhagen. Sorry, second that I forgot how to talk. Yep, I'm safely arrived in Copenhagen Airport, ready for my about 3 hour connection. Should be less than that actually, we're at 2.5. We were a little bit late getting in, but nothing dramatic. I think the departure from here might wind up being a bit late, but not by much. I think we're saying like half an hour to 45 minutes. Things seem to be taking off late. I think it's because of low cloud in the area. I'm heading to my gate at the moment, but it's only like 9:45, so there's actually quite a while before. So I'm probably going to walk all the way back. But I figured I've got plenty of time here, so I would take a wander down straight away to explore, get the lay of the land and stuff, and maybe look out the window at some of the planes, you know. Yeah, I might wander back to the main terminal area because I suspect these remote gates are lacking in amenities, but we'll see what's out here. I'm not actually hungry or anything yet, but yeah, maybe I'll need something. We'll see what happens. I don't mind doing the walk again, so if I have to do the walk again, I'll do the walk again.
Turns out there actually are some amenities over at the remote gates in the form of these 7-Eleven Go vending machine things, which actually have quite a broad selection. You can get travel pillows down here, travel adapters, you see water, sweets, those iced latte things people drink. You got Pringles. You can even get, look at that, little mini cinnamon rolls. Ooh. And then there's more over here. So you've got a big, coffee machine over there. And then your sort of more savory snacks, sandwiches, wraps, and your chilled beverages, your Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, Fanta. And yeah, the coffee over there, if that's your bag, hot coffee. For me, I picked up a travel pillow, the nicer one, a bottle of Coke, the mini cinnamon rolls, and some Pringles. And then sat, over here by the gate to wait for the boarding to start.
Slutligen får en kod på Eurowings 924 B4 med detsamma. Ett flyg är klart för avgång. Gaten stänger om 2 minuter, tack.
And just like that, on board the big bird. So you get your blanket, you get your pillow, decent amount of leg room. It's your IFE there. I'll go through that in a bit. I'm at the seat to the very back, sitting left there, you see. And interesting thing to note here: no overhead storage for this seat. So if you had a carry-on bag that won't go under the seat in front of you or behind, that won't work. So let's have a look at the IFE. I was fine with the bag, by the way. Mine did go under, but yeah, if you had a suitcase, it would be a problem. This is your IFE. Pretty standard stuff, as you would expect. You've got your Wi-Fi connection instructions, which, yep, it's going to cost you money, so I didn't bother. I didn't really need the internet while I was on the flight. And then you've got your selection of onboard entertainment, your live cameras. So this is the tail view, and then, of course, you can do the forward view. Stand by the gear there. Yeah, so as you would expect. And you've also got over here your movies, your TV shows, your games, and as you sort of press it there, you've also got the map, of course. And then over here's the menu, which shows you all the stuff you can order. You can choose from any of these selections, soft drinks, snacks, that sort of thing. These are the additional things you can order. You do get an included one soft drink in standard. I mean, you get one soft drink included on your flight, and you'll get tea and coffee throughout. One main meal and one sort of snack meal later on in the flight. You can have these currencies: US, Euros, Danish krona, Norwegian krona, that sort of thing. It doesn't have GBP on there, but you know, it's fine. So you can figure it out from the euros or the pounds, probably. Instructions here on how to upgrade your meal. It's a bit weird that it has a button there for it that makes you sort of makes you think, oh, you can do that. You can't. Honestly, even have the menu on there probably tricks you into thinking you can order from your seat. You can't. Again, as it's saying here, you've got to use a card and pay at the cafe cart, or ask a cabin crew member to help you out. But you can at least browse the options. There's a kids section which has subsets of the entertainment that are just for kids. And then here's a look at some of the movies that are on offer. Pretty decent selection of both recent and older movies. I got most of the Star Wars movies, all of them up to Force Awakens. Tomb Raider was on there. A bunch of Disney movies like WALL-E, Wreck-It Ralph. Amsterdam's on there. Anyone But You. I wound up watching Anyone But You on this flight. Challenger is a great movie. I didn't watch it on this flight, but I have seen it. It's fantastic. There's Die Hard. The Fall Guy's a great movie. More Disney stuff, as you saw. High School Musical's on there, which I recommend. If I wound up watching, I wasn't sure about that from the trailers and stuff, but I did actually wind up really liking If, so that's a good one. Moana is a classic. Didn't watch it on this flight, but I did watch it on the return flight, along with things like Coco and Encanto. Definitely wound up watching a lot of Disney movies on the way back. I think the other thing I watched on this flight was Game Night, which is a common thing. People like to, when they're going on holiday, they like to watch comedies. So it wasn't surprising that sort of grabbed me. There's also a selection of TV shows. Broad selection. Again, it's a lot of sitcoms, kids cartoons. DuckTales is on there. Glee's on there. How I Met Your Mother. Apparently, again, yeah, people like to watch comedies, so you get the Orville, you get your The Simpsons, you'll get your The Office and things like that on flights a lot. I wound up watching The Simpsons. There's about, I think, a total of 10 episodes of The Simpsons, 5 Halloween specials, and it was 5 just regular episodes from the, I think, not the most recent season, but the one before, season 34, I think. So I watched all the Halloween specials, and because it was Halloween, and yeah, a few of the other ones. And then yeah, that was a look at the in-flight entertainment. And now I don't have a window, so for the takeoff and landing, we're using the tail view as a time lapse. So taxiing to the runway to take off from Copenhagen on our way to LAX. So for our main meal service, we got this chicken and pasta, which was quite nice. We had little crackers with that, bread roll, this little cake, and I got my Coca-Cola as my complimentary soft drink. Yeah, it's a pretty good meal. Enjoyed it. And then later on, towards the end of the flight, you get this second snack with a juice. It's quite nice juice, actually. Yeah, the smoked turkey and cheese sandwich, which was really good. Heated most of the cheese, very nice. Yeah, I had no complaints about the food. You don't get a choice of meal, there's just one in standard. And obviously on some full service carriers you get a bit more over the course of the flight. There's only 2 servings, and it's, you know, so it's your one meal, your snack at the end, and 1 complimentary soft drink. But you do get tea or coffee throughout. They come down a couple of times, more times with that. So yeah, you definitely get more on some other airlines, transatlantic, but it was perfectly serviceable to me. I did make use of the coffee since I couldn't get any more free Cokes. I could have bought more Cokes, obviously, but what's the point? But yeah, I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but I'll drink it for the caffeine. I needed the caffeine, so I did that to satisfy that craving. But yeah, if you want more than 1 Coke or Pepsi, or sorry, not Pepsi, Fanta or Sprite or whatever, you're gonna need to pay for that. But yeah, all in all, pretty good. And now we're on our way, gears down, and we're gonna land in LAX. Little skip there because when there's an announcement, the message on screen that says "announcement in progress" freezes the video feed from the tail cam, so it's just static for however long they were talking. But yeah, it's a little skip, but all good.
Okay, it took over an hour, but I did see me. So I'm now officially in the United States. And boy did that. I was not well organized. Anyway, I'm there now, and I can relax. I was pretty nervous about seeing things.
To the side, folks, so people can get out. Go to the side, folks.
There's actually no reason why I wouldn't get a bed. It's just, it always feels really nervy until it actually gets done. Right, anyway. Now I'm going to go and find ground transportation. I'm doing something that you're all going to think is crazy while I'm here in LA. We're relying on public transit. So, I think this is where I'm going. Alright, I was in the right place. I rode the shuttle. Brought me here. The Aviation LAX metro station. And I'm just waiting a few minutes for my Sea Line metro to go walk. The bus was a little bit packed because of free shuttle. I'm here now, transiting through LA.
So I believe there was a slightly reduced service on the Sea Line, but it actually wasn't that long a wait for that train, and yeah, no delays on the way. Got there in time. Annoyingly, waiting for this bus, the one that I was supposed to get did not arrive, but this one did. So hopped on the next one, and then rode the bus all the way out to the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim.
Oh man, I'm here. I'm on South Harbor Boulevard at Disneyland Resort. And it feels absolutely perverse, but I am walking straight away from it. Because I got a bus at the resort, and my hotel's over. So I'm walking somewhere between like 15 and 20 minutes, probably, down South Harbor Boulevard, away from Disneyland. Shit feels absolutely perverse, but this is the way I have to go. So that I can check in and get rid of this backpack I've been carrying all day. But although my ticket for the parks tomorrow is 6:30, so yeah, weird time to start. Wasting your money. I am gonna go into the resort tonight because I have to go to downtown Disney for a bit. So. Anyway, I make my way to the hotel and then get myself sorted because I've been up for like 24 hours and traveling for most of that, so everything's a bit frazzled right now. It's not a bad walk, really. South Harbor Boulevard is quite busy with cars, but generally speaking, it's a flat walkway, flat field of land, you know, it's just a straight line. It looks like it's going to be around somewhere between 30 and 20 minutes. The estimate from like Apple Maps and Google Maps are between like 20 and 30 minutes. Apple's at 20, and I think Google for some reason thinks the walk takes like 30 minutes. At least it did when I last looked at it. Maybe it's changed. But I usually find I walk slightly faster than those estimates. And as I've been walking, the Apple Maps estimate has been going. Arrival time has been creeping down a couple of minutes. A minute or so at a time. So, yeah. Probably somewhere in the region of like 16 or 17 minutes, which is fine. I walk half an hour to and from work every day. So I don't care. But some of these fancier hotels nearby would be good options in a trip where you were planning more in advance, I think. It definitely was not here. This was all done within a few months, so I had to go with what I could afford in the time frame. So, all right. So this is my hostel room. There's nobody in here, so we're just doing a quick little tour. This is my bed, little bunk 3. Got a locker. I'm just using my own luggage padlock, but I think they do lend them out if you need them. Power by the bed. Right up there. You can see some of the other ones. There's a little sofa, a little desk. And then over here, there's a fridge and microwave. Then you got your sink area, some hangers for drying stuff, ironing board, everything, hangers for towels, and then in here is your bath and your toilet. Then the bath has some shower thing, of course. So nothing fancy. But, so you just need a hostel for a little while, like I do. It should do the job. Oh look, Baby Yoda. Anyway, I've now finished up in here, so I'm just gonna head to Target. So do some shopping. Let's turn this light off and off I'll go. Oh, no, it's the wrong one. Alright, so that was me in the signature. I'm staying with Bposhtels, which is like a hostel company that takes rooms in existing like hotels and motels and stuff, converts them into hostel dormitories. So there's a signature back there. And I just noticed as I was leaving, the Jack in the Box taco next door has Jack Skellington on top. So I guess he's the Jack in the Box right now. Anyway, I'm now going to wander this way to the target. I'm seeing in front of me a Del Taco, and behind me, back past the signature where the Jack in the Box tacos is, there's a Taco Bell.
So boil your tacos along there. And since I was in Target, I had to check out the Taylor Swift section, since there's a Taylor Swift section in Target. And what did I find there? Is that a deluxe CD copy of Lover, You're Coming Home With Me.
Target purchases have been deposited back at the hostel room. Guy cycling towards me with copyright music blaring, that's going to be a problem. So I'm now heading back in towards the Disneyland Resort because I'm going to go in. I need to go to downtown Disney and buy my MagicBand. I was originally planning to also, when I went in, get dinner before I went back to the hostel to sleep. But when I was making plans, I'd kind of anticipated getting into Anaheim like as much as an hour and a half earlier. But between the fact that CBP alone took as long helicopter as I had factored for the entire process of getting out of the airport on its own, and a little bit more because of how inefficient and slow it was. And then the first bus I was supposed to get after the metro train just didn't exist. So that was about, lost more time there. And then the bus I did get on, as you can normally imagine in LA, lost some time with traffic, so not that much. That bit really didn't matter, it just compounded the situation. So now, it's much later, I've been up for a very long time. Had I gotten in when I was flying to the airport, I could have, as expected, stuck with it and had, I was going to go to black tap. But now, now I just need to sleep. I'd rather, the dinner tonight, you know, was a because I probably have time thing. So I'd rather forgo that and get the sleep I want so that I can have a reasonable amount of get up and go in the morning for the actual Disneyland visit, which is the important thing. So, but still need to go and enter downtown Disney anyway because I need to get my MagicBand. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. Go in, go to the Walt Disney, grab it, and then head back for some sleep because I've been up for over 24 hours at this point. I did like rest on the flight, but sleep for all of this. So that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Well, it's fake, but I am in the Disneyland Resort this time on the trip. So that's an accomplishment. The Esplanade takes me back. I can't remember the first time I came through here. I was sort of in awe of being in front of actual Disneyland over there. And I'm sure I will be again. Or, I mean, I kind of am right now. But because I'm so sleepy and I'm focused on getting to downtown Disney, it's not having the same effect as it should. It is still special. But yeah, we're here. This proves that I've made it to where I was going to get to. So I just have to run this one nighttime errand. Sleep. And then the actual Disneyland stuff can begin tomorrow. For real. You probably noticed my brain is working quite slowly right now because I'm working, like, as I've mentioned, I'm working on not a lot of energy anymore. I need to sleep. So there's the world of Disney. Let's go find our MagicBand. Okay. I had to go through pretty much most of the store. But we found the MagicBands. And the one we want is this one. It's a slate. $44.99. One in the middle. Alright, that's a wrap on travel day.
Gotta take a bath.
Got the MagicBand. And I'm gonna set it up, start it and stuff. Set all my devices, charging, camera, the phone, everything. And recharge myself while I go to sleep. So that I can be nice and fresh. Yeah, fresh faced. Tomorrow when I come to actually go to Disneyland. Yeah, like we said, I'm pooped. So, thank you for joining me for travel day, and I will see you again soon in the next one for actual Disneyland. So, like, subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.
It's a three-pronged attack. Subliminal, liminal, and superliminal.
Superliminal?
I'll show you. Hey, you!
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, all right.
I'm in.